DaVinci Resolve is one of the most powerful tools for video production, offering everything from editing to color grading to motion graphics and audio mixing, all in one place. So first, we're actually going to start with the media page, which is the page we're on at the moment. Think of this as your project foundation. Now, one of the really nice things about this is when you click a piece of footage, over here, you can display the metadata involved with each of your clips. So I've just brought in one clip and one piece of audio from a podcast that I recorded recently with a friend of mine. In the metadata, this is where you can start describing the clips here. For example, two-shot podcast guests. Keywords, we could say it's a wide angle podcast has Ryan. You can change your clip colors, you can change your shot, scene, take. So let's say for shot, this was the 5th clip in the podcast, I believe. So you could have shot 5. Take doesn't really apply because it was a full take. Angle, this was a wide angle. Move, it doesn't move. Static, day and night. It's in interior shots, it doesn't really matter for that one. Here as well, you can do good take. I just really like that you can flag that as, okay, this was a good take of a shot. For a podcast, this isn't really applicable because we use the full process, but this might be for if you're shooting on location and you take a really good shot that you're like, okay, I definitely want to make sure that we use that. You can flag that right away as a good take to be used through the rest of the project. Something else you can actually do, which is a really great function, is analyze clip for people. So it will analyze this full clip, looking for the different faces in the clip. So this will pick up Ryan, this will pick up me, I will have to define who those people are, but all these kind of things you can then put down into smart bins down at the bottom of DaVinci Resolve as well. So if you're looking for only clips involving Ryan, for example, in the smart bins, so here you go, in here, it's actually thinking I'm 2 different people, which is unusual. So we're gonna say Ryan has, and then close that. So in here, it actually already has tagged the people, which is really, really nice. Another thing that's really nice for podcasters or anyone who might use scratch audio and then use professional microphones as well. This is something I do. Obviously, I'm using one right now. If I highlight both of these, both my clip coming in and my audio that I brought in, right click, and then we're going to hit auto sync audio. And I'm going to sync by waveform because it wasn't time coded, and hit sync. Now I'm going to run through both of those clips, and that is now synced to when I bring that into my edit page, which is lovely. So that is one of my favorite tools. You can do that now in the edit page too, but you can do it here on the media page as well. Next, the cut page is built for fast assembly of your story, of your next video. It's built for speed with features like dual timeline and source tape, allowing you to make fast edits and transitions. And then up here, you can select to see your source clip, your source tape, or your main timeline. So this actually is running concurrently with the timeline in the other page. Now, a lot of editors don't actually use this page, and I'll be honest with you, I don't use it that much either myself. It's mainly me with one camera or maybe 2 cameras. I will do most of my edits in the edit page, not in the cut page. What I mainly use this page for is trimming down my clips down to usable portions, so I know when I drag these into the edit page that I'm not gonna waste time sliding things around so much. Whatever you trim off here is going to be cut off in the edit page as well, which is really, really good. So the edit page, this is for more detailed work. You're going to spend probably most of your time. Here you can fine tune your timelines, your keyframes, your layer effects. It's where your storytelling is really going to come together. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There was a time when I was editing where I just used this page. For a lot of editors, a lot of people who are probably watching this right now, you probably spend all of your time in the edit page and you don't even go and touch the rest of the other pages other than your deliver page when you're exporting at the end. You can do nearly everything in this page to get through most edits, but it's really when you want to start getting more in depth with your editing, more control, fine-tuning things, that's when you're going to be needing the other pages, or especially if you've got bigger projects. So the Fusion page is next. When your project needs motion graphics or visual effects, the Fusion page is where you're going to want to be. Basic effects can be done in the edit page, but if you want to fine-tune and build custom effects, you're going to want to be using this one. Now, this node-based structure may seem very different to a lot of you, unless you've maybe used a game engine, maybe like Unreal or the node-based editor in Unity. This is going to be very different to what you're used to seeing with layers and something like After Effects. Essentially, your clip starts over here and runs through the nodes that you place sequentially, acting effectively as layers, and ends up over here at your output node, output on your timeline. Really, really easy once you understand how you're working across. The background is a completely plain black background. That is going to be the backing of my Fusion clip. We're adding a merge node, which I'm attaching my text into. So this is bringing my text on top of my background. Has help and 2 steps to use Fusion. My second merge node is bringing in this fire effect that I've brought in. As you can see, there we go. with a transparent background. Merge places it over the top of this. My soft glow just adds a bit of to that fire and the text. My second glow adds a bit of body, brings a bit of the brightness in there. My analog damage, just make it like you're watching it on an old 80s TV. My output is putting it out onto my screen. So if I was to go back onto my edit page, it's also over here. Awesome. Now the color page is the main reason why so many editors love this software. The color page lets you enhance the mood and tone of your footage with powerful tools like color wheels, scopes, and LUTs. And again, it works in a node-based system up here where you can build your look running through the nodes, and the amount you can do to fine-tune your look is astounding. There will be a deep dive coming on this soon because I really like this page. For now, I'm just going to apply the look that I used for this anyway. So as you can see, all of my nodes here running across, it seems super complex, but it's not as complex as you think. I will do a brief run through of all of this at another date. You can see my effects, my pro mists, my halation around my lights just to add a bit of pizzazz. And then this Kodak look over here is just to give it like a Kodak film look. So if I was to zoom in on my stupid face over here, you can see that it's just changing that little bit. Halation around the lights. If I go up to the spotlight up here, I've got some physical halation going on just to make it look like it was shot on film. My pro mist is just to add a bit of body to the room. A really great page. Next is the Fairlight page. All great videos need great sound. This is where you're going to be doing advanced audio mixing, noise reduction, 3D sound capabilities. It's perfect for crafting a professional audio experience for your videos. For the most part, you may not use this, again, if you're a solo editor, because you can do so much in the edit page, but this is if you really want to fine-tune all of your audio, getting into your mixers, more into the audio effects. You've just got more control for like keyframing over here. I'd recommend learning about EQ, compression, and limiting. If you want me to touch on that, let me know below in the comments and we'll do a full video on that. People are more likely to turn off a video with bad sound than a video with bad visuals. Remember that. Finally, when your project is done, Deliver handles all of the exporting, whether you're uploading to YouTube, creating a DCP digital cinema package, or saving for client review. This page gives you full control over formats and settings. Everything can be found up here for your different formats that you might want to do. Maybe you're doing a podcast on audio only, which I use sometimes. Maybe you're doing master or a custom export. So let's say a podcast clip. Choose where you're exporting it out to. Choose your format, your codec. You've got tons and tons of advanced settings if you want to really get stuck into all these. You can change your audio formats and then how your files are named. This is for if you're doing exporting multiple clips at once. So say you've got 10 clips from podcast to export. You can stack all these up over here in your queue, separate it out into the name of the clip, the suffix, and the subfolders if you want, and it will put all those together and export them in one go. Absolutely wonderful. I absolutely love it. It's really easy to define exactly what you want to export. So the beauty in DaVinci Resolve lies in that everything is connected through all the pages. For example, you can start editing over here in the cut page and then refine that edit in the edit page, and any changes that you make in the fusion or color page instantly update across your project. And even when you're over here in the edit page, you can toggle off the effects that you're changing or the color grade that you're changing to help with your playback too. So DaVinci Resolve does its best to streamline your editing process through all of the pages. It's a great way to work. I am going to put together a video about each of the pages specifically where we can do a deep dive into the features of each one of those. If there's something you want me to cover or a certain topic you'd like me to look at, drop me a comment below and let me know. Subscribe to be notified, and thanks for watching. See you soon.